In a quiet corner of an enchanted forest, where the trees whispered secrets and the sunlight danced through the leaves, there sat a sleek tabby cat named Marigold. Perched atop a wide velvety mushroom, she cradled her tiny kitten Pip in her soft paws. Pip's wide, curious eyes sparkled as she nestled closer, her little tail flicking with excitement. The air smelled of moss and wildflowers, and a gentle breeze rustled the ferns around them. "Settle down, little one," Marigold purred, her voice warm and soothing. "Today, I'll tell you a story, a parable called The Dog and the Shadow. It's a tale of greed and wisdom, so listen closely." Pip mewed softly, her ears perking up as Marigold began. "Once upon a time," Marigold said, "there was a dog who trotted through the world with a fine, juicy piece of meat in his mouth. He'd found it by a butcher's stall and was proud as could be, for it was a prize worth savoring. His belly growled with anticipation as he imagined the feast ahead. As he crossed a narrow bridge over a shimmering stream, the dog happened to glance down at the water below. There, in the rippling surface, he saw his own reflection, a dog just like him, holding a piece of meat that looked even bigger and juicier than his own. His eyes widened with greed. "Why should I settle for this," he thought, "when I could have that one too?" Without a second thought, the dog opened his jaws to snatch the meat from the reflection. But the moment he did, his own piece slipped from his grasp and splashed into the stream. The current whisked it away, and the dog was left with nothing, no meat, no feast, just a wet nose and a foolish heart. The shadow and the water vanished, for it had never been real. Marigold paused, letting the story settle over them like dew on the mushroom's cap. Pip tilted her head, her whiskers twitching. "Why did the dog do that, Mama?" she asked. "Didn't he like his meat?" "Oh, he liked it just fine," Marigold replied, brushing Pip's fur with a gentle paw. "But he wanted more. He didn't see that what he had was enough, and in chasing a shadow, he lost it all. The lesson, my sweet kitten, is to be content with what you have and not let greed trick you into losing it." Pip yawned, her tiny mouth stretching wide, and snuggled deeper into Marigold's side. "I like my mushroom seat," she mumbled sleepily. "It's enough for me." Marigold chuckled, her tail curling protectively around her kitten. "Good," she whispered, gazing out at the forest as the sun dipped lower. "Then you're already wiser than that silly dog." And so, atop their mushroom throne, the two cats rested, content, warm, and wrapped in the quiet wisdom of the tale.